David, you are live. Have a wonderful show.
Thank you so much, Debbie. So welcome everyone back to the show, and I'm going to read your comments today. And we are live, so welcome from Australia. It's raining here quite a lot. So this is called wet season in the tropics, and this particular year, it seems to be raining every day pretty much. It's very wet. However, it is still warm. It's still humid. So even though it's raining, it's not cold. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Good to see you. And Michelle Krantz, welcome back. That's great to have you back. And it's lovely to have like a regular group, and feel free to share in whatever channels you have, any social media channels, even TikTok. I've never been on TikTok myself, but it seems quite active these days and lots of interesting things happening there. So I had a few thoughts and things to share, and I am going to read the comments and make it more interactive and see what comes up. You know, I haven't prepared a lot of ideas. Sometimes I have more of a clear concept. Yesterday, I did a session via a platform called Heal or Heal Me, which is heal.me. And I've got I'm doing sessions via this platform, heal.me. So if you do want to, I do a 15-minute session, which is free, the first session, and that's via the heal.me platform. So if you go to heal.me and type my name, you'll find me over there. Yeah, so let me know. You can also email me or message me, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel as well. So that will be heal.me, David Starlyte. So if you go to YouTube, it will be on there. And it will be on my Facebook and website as well. I am still catching up with the technology, so sometimes things are a little bit slow. And apologies for that. You can always email me the old-fashioned way. So let's take this opportunity to do a little meditation, and then we can see what your comments are. I would love to hear any questions coming through, things that you want me to talk about, topics for me to talk about, and reading requests. We'll start to look at the reading requests in a few minutes, so you can start that in the comments section. At first, we'll do a meditation, and that will give us put us in the right spirit, put us in the right alignment. And I hope you don't mind me drinking tea, because I'm quite thirsty this morning. I don't know why. I'm feeling quite thirsty, and it's I think it's also because it's raining so much. It's wet. It's so wet. I feel kind of drawn to something warm. So for the meditation, of course, make sure you're in a safe space. Be sensible about that. And let's get ourselves into a comfortable position. First, clearing any fragmented energy from our bodies, and really helps if you give yourself a head massage. This is a wonderful practice every day. They do it a lot in China. You can give yourself a beautiful head massage, body massage, clearing stress and tension. And this is the panacea. This is wonderful to clear the energy from your body, clear the energy from your mind, remove the stress. So we don't just dive right into the cave of meditation. We prepare ourselves. Like anything you do in life, it's good to prepare first. The more stress, tension, thoughts, beliefs, emotions, feelings, the more we can we can release, we can soften, we can balance, bring into balance. Then when we start our meditation, we'll be in a calm and peaceful place. So always remember that, clear the energy, and when you are ready, close your eyes. Entering into the consciousness of our bodies. Just taking a moment to check in and welcome in this present moment, this opportunity to go a little bit deeper into insight, into consciousness, into raising up the vibration of our life. And as we do so, taking a deep breath in and out. Feel free to sigh or use sound with your out breath. So, like that. It really helps to relax deeper and deeper. And in our mind's eye, imagining the calmest lake imaginable, with endless water, completely pure and relaxed. An endless blue lake in front of you. And allow this beautiful lake to be an invitation to your mind to be calm, just like the lake, to be empty and purified, residing in a state of receptivity, of emptiness, and of the most wonderful calm. As you breathe in, filling yourself up with this calm, accepting every part of your life as if you had chosen it. Accepting every part of yourself as if you had chosen it. And most of what you are, or maybe even all of it, is to some extent chosen. Whether it's our hairstyle, the clothes we wear, the physical activity we do, what we eat, how we sleep, who we choose to spend time with. Most of these decisions in our life have been consciously made with our own volition. So it helps to come into balance, into acceptance of all the choices we have made, all that we have chosen for ourselves, accepting all of it. And in so doing, may we accept ourselves fully, becoming really accepting of our life decisions and our life as it is right now. What we do in the future is up to us. We can make changes, we can make new decisions. But right now, residing in this calm lake, this wonderful calmness, of finding this beautiful equilibrium, feeling ourselves accepting every part of our lives, every aspect of our life. And as you reside in calm, perhaps you may start to embrace your life and accept it with joyfulness, with joy, with happiness. Perhaps even you can feel a joy rising up from your heart, a joy on your lips, in a smile. And in a smile like the sun that forms within us and flows outwardly into the world, so that we may shine in our lives, so that we may keep shining our light, being all that we are, all that we can be, and knowing that this is the pathway to all that we may become. First, we must reside in the present moment, in this beautiful lake of calmness, of serenity, of peacefulness. As we joyfully accept every aspect of our life as if we had chosen it, even the difficult elements of our life, accepting them and embracing them too, allowing them to be without any resistance. I know that's a challenge, to accept things we don't like without any resistance. So just do your best. Keep imagining the vastness of the calm lake, the serenity of the lake, and keep breathing deeply, breathing in calm, breathing in serenity, breathing in joy, breathing in acceptance, love, equanimity, self-compassion. Enjoying being here by the lake, in your body. All the sounds of nature around you, caressing your mind, caressing your body, caressing your heart. Allowing yourself to feel more connected to nature, to yourself, to your life, accepting it all. And so it is. Breathing. Breathing in and out, joyfully. As the sun rises up over the lake, you may start to stretch out your body, taking in the rays of sun and allowing yourself slowly to come back to wakefulness, come back to being awake by moving your hands and feet, stretching out. And when you're ready, you may gently start to open your eyes. Bringing yourself fully back into this moment. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. And may it be helpful for you. I'm looking at your comments now. And just feel free to send in your comments if you have any questions, or you would like me to discuss something, you would like me to prepare a topic on spirituality or something in your life, whatever it is. And I'm just going to turn on the lights to bring a bit more light into the room. If I can find the light switch, that is. Yeah. Oh, well. We'll just, there it is. There it is. Okay. So a bit more light into the room. And let me know if you have questions. You'd like a certain topic, you'd like a certain theme of meditation, or a meditation to help you, and feel free to share with your audiences. And as I said, I'm offering that free session on the Heal.me platform, which is a tune-in session, a check-in session on Heal.me. So go to Heal.me / David Starlyte, and you'll be able to find that link and set up a time. If you also go into my Instagram profile, you also see it there in the sort of comments section at the top. All right, so let's just talk a little bit about the world as it is. I'll keep checking the comments, and let me know who wants a reading. We'll do readings soon. I was thinking about this topic of and thanks, Cynthia, for that comment. Protection from a loved ones who are bullies. All right, that's quite a big topic, Cynthia. Sometimes we need to protect ourselves from others, and I have quite a lot of experience on this topic. That could be a good topic. Boundary setting boundaries, and knowing what's ours and what's other people's, and sometimes distance, disconnection, separation is actually very important for self-protection. Acknowledging that, you know, they have their own path, and separating from them. That would be a good topic, because there's a lot of gaslighting, and it's a subtle form of bullying often. You know, sometimes it's not just the straightforward type of bullying. Emotional bullying or gaslighting is very common. People asserting their will over us. So I was thinking a little bit about the topic of reality, of what is real, what is reality, because I feel like we assume we know what reality is, but really we know a little fragment of what is real. And it's important for our existence that we cling to a certain sense of what is real, what exists, what is real to us, where we live, what our name is, our birth date, certain so-called things that we feel are facts, because otherwise it can be pretty, everything can be pretty formless and ephemeral. And so in this, on the spiritual side, often there's a formlessness, there's a freedom and an ability for consciousness to move through space immediately, because there is no space, at least not as we think of it. Whereas in our physical 3D reality, there's this heaviness of space, which is, although it's illusory and without real substance, although from a quantum physics perspective, it's underlining it as emptiness. From our perspective, it's very real. We see a pen, we feel this pen. It's hard. It has properties. It's substance comes out of it, fluid comes out of it, it has color, odor. It's a real sense of being reality, tangible. We can hold on to actual, a real thing. But of course, reality is just a perspective, and you could think of reality as the sum total of all perspectives, of the state of all things as they exist, everything, without just our own point of view. It's beyond us. So the state or quality of having existence or substance is seen as reality. However, our reality is not the real reality. Our reality is a small part of the real reality. We see things, we can observe things, we can verify they existed. In 1,000,000 years, this is going to be dust. This is going to be nothing. And so it may be real now, but it's not going to be real forever. It's not going to exist forever. So there's a sense of emptiness in all things, at least that everything is short-lived. But there's also different types of reality. You could think of objective reality, subjective reality, intersubjective reality. So within reality, there's subgroups and sub-perspectives, especially with subjectivity and intersubjectivity. We don't have to be stuck in any narrow paradigm. And it's helpful to combine our perspectives and to look at what is objectively true, what is subjectively true. Of course, these are always changeable, and these are never stuck in a box or a particular paradigm. To play with realities is something on a quantum level. And I've used this word quantum before, and quantum has many definitions as well. It has a multi-dimensional feel to it, being connected to multiple realities, to see things in a different way, to see our consciousness as affecting reality, affecting the laws of physics through our consciousness. And I've spoken before about the experiment with when they shone a particle through a little window, and the observer effect, where the scientists who observed that changed its properties. The properties of that particle were changed. So this is the realm of quantum. It's thrown out there a lot with a lot of exciting ideals, and it is kind of quite an exciting term, this quantum. But actually, in science, quantum means the tiniest imaginable unit of matter is considered quantum as well. A quantum is a tiny unit of matter. So quantum theory is different from what an actual quantum is, and there is a theoretical nature of modern physics that explains the behavior of matter and energy at a quantum level, atomic and subatomic level, and the nature of that behavior is referred to as quantum physics or quantum mechanics. So it's great to talk about quantum, but also important that we define our terms and understand. We get excited by this quantum idea. Often I use it as a multi-dimensional perspective, but there's many different definitions of and perspectives on the quantum. And the idea of what is reality and what is illusion is to ask this question of yourself, of your life, of finding out what this is to you, what this is for you, and in that way you can expand your reality, expand your consciousness, expand your perspective, become a larger vision or a larger view of what you are, become something greater than what you thought. And really the time of Aquarius in which we live now is this quantum time where technology is becoming seamless with our lives. It's becoming integrated with our lives. This is the Aquarian age that we live in. It is about this kind of immediate insight, immediate technology integration that's seamless. Everything fits together. And also astrologically, there's an element of Pluto that's rising up, and Pluto is quite hidden. We didn't really know that Pluto was there. And so within our perception, what is hidden from us? So I think that's an interesting astrological view. I'm not an astrologist, but I do like to look at the patterns of astrology with interest. So let's have a look at your comments, Cynthia. And we can start with Cynthia. Just see if I missed out anything. But please feel free to share with your friends, and we can do more readings. I'm reading Cynthia's comments. I like the sum total of all perspectives as universal reality, which may filter to us with the acceptance that reality changes all the time. Oh, I love that, Cynthia. Thank you so much. That's really beautiful. So we're going to start with Cynthia, and let's just pick some cards for Cynthia, clearing the energy. I would love to see a picture of you, Cynthia. That would really help. And with anyone who comes to the show, if you can make your name on the show and your actual name and your actual face, because that really helps the energy come through. And I do have a bias, just so you know, that someone with a name and a face, I'm gonna much prefer to choose them because I can see them and know their name, and just because of the type of people who come online, I want to see that someone's real and authentic, and it really helps to know their name and connect to their energy. Otherwise, I feel like it's not really a clear channel. It's not, the channel is not clear. So Cynthia, we're going to start with you and just clearing the energy. Sometimes it's really important that the focus is on each individual. And when you're doing a show, there's many distractions, so apologies for that. All right, Cynthia. So I'm getting for you there's a lot of indecision around you, and there's a woman holding her heart. And let's pick another card for you, Cynthia. So there's this indecision around you, Cynthia. Okay, let's see what comes through. All right, so there's a definite sense right now of being cracked open, Cynthia, and that's a surrender process that you're going through. And the more you can surrender to it, however however challenging, the more that's gonna liberate you. And what I'm saying is surrender to life. And the meditation that we did at the beginning, it is recorded. That would be really helpful if you do that meditation. Because it's like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. The density of the world is sort of crushing you, and it's important that you realize that the pressure of the world, it's like, I don't know if you've heard of the analogy of the diamond. Of all the pressure on the diamond is what makes it this prized possession. The diamond comes from a lot, millions of years of geology, of stones crushing this little entity, and same, I mean, similar analogy with a pearl which is in an oyster, I think, and it's a piece of sand, and the sand gets in the oyster, and it's the oyster refines that piece of sand and makes it into a pearl. But with a diamond, it's the heavy pressure, and then every side of that diamond shines. So all the darkest elements cultivate the light. So keep your faith, Cynthia, because the crumbling around you can help, the wounds can set and heal and recover, and you can become this greater self, this shining light, this instead of being broken by pain and sorrow and loss. Don't let it break you. It can liberate you. It can turn it into gold, turn it into something good. So being cracked open is a path of liberation for you, and let it be a blessing. Surrender to this process and see it in this perspective. See it as something that's moving you forward. That's bringing you to a whole place. That's gonna raise you up in your energy, in your frequency, in your ability to operate in the world. There's a lot of emotions around you. You're dealing with a lot of emotions, and so that's happening around you with the indecision. The emotions are kind of stirring up inside of you, and that's all part of the emotional side that I'm seeing. That it's like you're looking at different ways, but you're too anxious to step forward. You're thinking, what's the best choice? And there's a little bit of standing still, just being a bit overwhelmed by the emotions of the present moment. So it's going to help you to step away, do that meditation, set new intentions for yourself. Be really brave about how the past has set you up to. Your soul has been guiding you all along. You haven't been isolated or separate from guidance. There is guidance around you. Set clear intentions, and you will be able to move forward with purpose and power. I would encourage some really powerful excuse I am sorry, I was sneezing. I would encourage you to set really powerful intentions for yourself, affirmations. Shift the old experience into something new. Instead of thinking about the old, really step forward into the new life, the new Cynthia Maori that you want to abide in, that you want to live in, that you want to step into. So there is a powerful card that comes up in your future, the door to personal healing and happiness. So there's a positive end to this reading. It's saying that if and when you transcend all of these wounds, you transcend all of these fragmented experiences, these fragmented emotions, that there's a harbinger for positive change, for the doors opening, for new life, inner healing, and for external opportunities to appear in your life, for you to blossom and receive positive new possibilities. So this is very, it's really saying, as long as you crack through this abyss, as long as you break through your limits, the perceived limitations of your experience, of yourself, there's a liberation that's out there waiting for you to step into. So it's pretty exciting, Cynthia. Let it guide you. Let it be something that inspires you, and really see that birthing, breaking through, like the chicken or bird is breaking through the shell, and breaking through that shell is really hard, and it struggles. It really needs to do that to reach this strength to be liberated and free from the shell. If you break open the shell, its wings will die. Its wings won't be developed, and it won't be fully formed. So it needs to go through this process of liberation. Diamond Girl, we'll do Diamond Girl next. You're new on the channel, first time, so welcome. Diamond Girl 225. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I like to see people's names, and I like to see their picture as well, because if they do want a reading, then it just shows that they're serious, and they actually want a reading. But Diamond Girl 225, I'm left with wondering what the 225 is and what the diamonds are. I kind of like that. It sounds really cool. Is that 225 diamonds? Maybe you can manifest 225 diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. Why not? Let's bring on the diamonds. So just separating the energy, and thank you, Bushra. Thank you, Bushra. Yeah, your thing is it comes up as a info entertainment 999, and I just see something really yellow, and it's just hard to get a sense of your picture and your name, and I do appreciate you sharing that. That's really good. So Diamond Girl. All right. So we're going to clear the energy a little bit. Okay. I'm going to clear the energy. And Diamond Girl. The girl with the diamonds. Okay. The other thing that happens with when you have something like a Diamond Girl, it influences me. So I'm kind of like, I'm already coming from a diamond perspective, because you've planted the seed of diamond in my mind. Just as an example of this, of how someone who's doing a reading can be influenced. Even the clothes you wear, it can influence them, because it's best to come across really neutral if you can. And so they can really focus on what comes through for you. Different people work in different ways, though. So some cards have just jumped out at me, so I'm gonna just go with that. Wow, Bushra, that's so exciting! I'm so happy to see your picture. That's welcome. So coming back to our diamond girl, the girl with the diamonds. All right, so it's very clear that the cards that have popped out for you are patience. It just feels like there's a lot going on for you at the moment, and there's a requirement for you to just calm down a little bit and slow down and take a deep breath. So that meditation would be very helpful. There's a couple of coping mechanisms of a sort of, I would call them addictive behavior, kind of density issues that are kind of keeping you stuck in a certain paradigm. So also have a look at that and look deeper into the source of that, into where that came from, and how you may heal from it, because I do believe we are all capable of healing, and I never think that that everything is lost. Even even with illness, there's extraordinary stories of people recovering, being given a week to live, or really being in a dire situation and a miracle occurring. So I always believe to be open to miracles, occurring, almost expecting miracles as part of our reality, welcoming them in, because anything can happen. And I'm just thinking of the book, it was called Spontaneous Healing. I don't know if any of you have heard of this book, Spontaneous Healing. I really recommend it. It's by a doctor named Andrew Weil, and it's about how the body can heal itself. Spontaneous healing is something possible. It's something possible. Miracles can happen. A shift of our whole perspective is possible. So that book is called Spontaneous Healing. And Andrew Weil has studied people who spontaneously recovered, who spontaneously healed. And he shows some insights from that. He gets the insights of this ability to shift one's narrative, shift one's perspective, to break through into a new reality. So Diamond Go, I'm just feeling like that message is coming through for you as well. It's saying to me strongly to slow down, get really aware of your worldview, where you're going, what river, where's the river taking you, and which path are you on, and which path do you want to be on? Do you want to be on that river? Because it feels like you're on a river, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to be on this particular river. So of course, the meditation, what I was saying to you is accept your experience right now as a starting point. It doesn't mean that I'm saying don't change your life, because I always think if you're unhappy, then change your life, make changes. That's also really, really important. And I'm just feeling like your heart's not into it. You're seeing the emptiness in your experience, and you're questioning. So I feel like it's really powerful. You've stepped forward today, Diamond Girl, and you're seeing the superficial realities, and you're questioning it. You're playing with it. You're questioning it. You're feeling frustrated that things are not satisfying you, not fulfilling you. So it's important to broaden your perspective. think about life as this river that's flowing, and sometimes it's helpful that we let go and just let the river take us. Sometimes we need to take the oars and move ourselves a little bit downstream, or move ourselves in that river. We can't just completely surrender and let go to everything. We finding a middle space often between taking control, taking actions, making decisions, and also letting go, surrendering. With you, also look at the masculine and feminine and how that feels for you in your life. How do you feel? What do you feel is the feminine to you, and what is that the meaning of that, the perspective of that, and how it's embodied within you? Have you contemplated what feminine means for you and its influence on your life, and stepping into that feminine? With your heart, it feels like you've been really disappointed, and there's some grieving taking place, some healing taking place. So I really encourage you to release, vent your feelings, release your emotions, reclaim your power, reclaim the peace of your mind. Let go of anyone who's caused you suffering. Let go of that experience. Let go of them. Draw a clear line in your life, in your experience, a clear boundary of what you want to invite in, what you allow in your life, and what you won't. And live with that boundary. Live with that boundary with a loving and open heart, with divine love and healing, compassion for yourself. Make sure that self-care is a priority, that you really value your heart, value your love, and realize that you do deserve true and abiding love and loyalty. You deserve loyalty. You deserve to be cherished. And start with compassion for yourself, and the idea that love will heal you and renew you. Love will keep healing you, and you're ready to release the pain of the past, because the card that pops up for you is actually saying in the future that appreciation is gonna bring you a new energy. There's a woman she's holding up a single rose. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe not. She's holding up a rose. It's a beautiful card. She's holding up a rose, and she's enjoying the scent and the beauty of that single blossom, of that single blessing. Even though around her there are all sorts of bushes, and she is just loving that rose. She's not worried about the branches behind her. Instead, she's pausing to experience the beauty of the single flower. So that blessing could be something small for you, and it could be momentary. It could be like drinking tea and just loving and appreciating that moment of drinking tea, of having that in your life. So choose what to be appreciative of. Choose the consciousness of valuing the things you do have and enjoying them. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Diamond Girl, and it was great to have you, and thank you so much. And Bashra, so just clearing the energy again, and I'm just looking at Bashra. So we'll have time just for one more, which is Bashra. Feel free to share to share on other channels. And as I said, I'm offering that free session on heal.me, and that would be great if you go onto that website. If you would like a free session, the first one is free. You can book via that platform. And Bashra, I'm just so happy to see you. Oh, this brings me this great joy. And you're so beautiful. So it's like this beautiful picture. Thank you so much, Bashra. I really appreciate it. And Bashra, you're asking me about your husband's intentions. Okay. Truest intentions. All right. So this is maybe requires a bit more of a complicated reading because yeah, I would need to know more about him, and we'll need to do that in private. What I can do is connect to your energy because I have your picture, and just see what comes up with your energy. So just shuffling some cards for you, Bashra. Okay. So I see a few cards for you, Bashra, and it's probably better if you go to heal.me and find my profile and set up an appointment then. Just with the cards I'm getting. Okay, so let's just start with yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't, it's kind of because it's a show, and it's I don't know that I want to speak too personally to you, because I do want some your privacy. But you've come on the show and you seem to feel comfortable, so I'll just talk a little bit, Bashra. So there's definitely a feeling of defenselessness, like you're not able to defend yourself, a feeling of being uprooted. And in order to respond to this, Bashra, I would say that this is something personal, ancestral, and collectively there's a lot of separation, there's a lot of wounds, shadows, severing, sadness, wrongs, hatred. There's a lot of these energies within you that's calling up your ancestors, calling up society, whether consciously or unconsciously. And that's being perpetuated within you because you're kind of this harbinger between worlds, moving, shifting the energy of your ancestry. So there's a lot of that energy coming up with you. So ancestral healing would help. And just being realizing that you are a kind of pioneer, and you're shifting things around, you're shifting your family energy. Definitely, a lot of work on your first chakra is required. To ground you, to keep you really grounded into the earth. So there's practices that can help you with the grounding. That's really will help you. And I feel like you are such a sensitive being that things seem a bit overwhelming. And so that's why the first chakra is coming up: stability, security, imagining a beautiful red globe of energy in your first chakra, bringing you down into a safe space of earth, located. The first chakra is located at the base of the spine, and imagining this place where your sense of stability and security is stored. So allow this energy to make you safe, keep you strong, and bring you into alignment. So that's something to visualize your first chakra. I do see a change for you. I do see you walking away from the current situation. That does come up in the cards, that you're going to be walking away, and I just want to honor that in the cards. In terms of relaxation, it's just really important that you get more rest, and you find a way to prioritize rest and rejuvenation, because you're not. I was going to say you're not sleeping. You're not sleeping enough. So it's saying to you, you really need to honor yourself, relax more, find peace and quiet, and that's also going to bring you clarity and joy. So thank you, Bashra. I put the wrong cord into this computer. Just powering up. That's the right cord. Okay, good. All right. Now it makes sense. Yeah, so maybe we can talk more, Bashra, if you go to heal.me, that platform. And I have shared that in the YouTube live, that platform. And I wish you lots of good things, and may things resolve for you quickly and in the most possible, the most amicable way possible. The most I don't know. Okay. All right, so just clearing the energy a little bit, and we're going to quickly have a look at Amanda. I actually need to go. I'll just pick a quick card for you, Amantha. I just have another appointment. And on that topic next week, I'm gonna be busy, so we won't do next week. But please be in touch on the YouTube channel, and also please follow my YouTube channel, which is David Starlyte. And you can also make donations if you did get something from that and valued that, and would like to show your gratitude. That would be much appreciated. You can donate to me, and please follow my channels and my YouTube page. Feel free to get in touch with anything you need and topics you would like to discuss. Next week we will be away. I do love tea, so, as you probably noticed. But we're just going to do a quick. So the heal.me. I'm just answering, Bashra, your question. If you go to heal.me or heal.me /David Starlyte, should be in the YouTube channel. Search for me, because you can set up an appointment to there we go. Thank you. That will take you directly to my profile. You'll be able to set up an appointment, and just fill out that form and pick a time. Sometimes I have to change a time. So we get into touch and then set up a time, and then we can talk more. And Amantha, so just a very quick for you, Amantha. I'm sorry we don't have time. Lynn, okay, we'll do a quick card for you, Amantha. All right, so Amantha, there's some kind of contract I'm seeing. So this is kind of interesting. There's some change at work happening for you, and things are resolving themselves. It says to be really clear with your boundaries and make sure you stand up for yourself. But there is a union, a shift in a contract. So there is something happening which has is shifting your life forward, is making progress for you, Amantha. Just gonna see what this says, and I would say come back next week, but it's gonna be in 2 weeks' time, unless we set up another time. But 2 weeks' time, at the same time, because I would say for you, we can talk a bit more. There's a really visionary aspect happening for you, Amantha. Big ideas, big picture thinking, and this is really needed for our planet. We need this visionary energy. We need a new vision for humanity. So you're being supported to take a new path, to trust your vision, to trust that you are here to expand the vision of humanity. So that's really exciting, Amantha. And as I said, come back. We can talk a bit more in a couple of weeks. And I hope the changes go really well for you. And just clearing the energy, I'm going to ask that Lynn Palmer, we're just going to have a quick look. We are over time. However, this is going to be the last reading. So as I said, next week I'm going to be unlikely to be able to do a show. I could do another time perhaps, or otherwise definitely I will see you all back in 2 weeks. And please follow the YouTube channel. Let me know topics that you're interested. If you would like a session, the first session is free, which is on heal.me platform. If you look at the comments section, it's heal.me/David Starlyte, heal.me/David Starlyte, and you can have a one-on-one session. So just clearing the energy, and we're going to have a look at you quickly, Lynn. I'm enjoying the flowing energy of your hair, which is something wonderful. It's something creative and bountiful. Energetically, unlike what I have, there's a lot of movement and dynamism in that, Lynn. Because I feel you're quite a sensitive person, very sensitive, but definitely there's a lot of there is creative energy, a lot of creative energy. There's a real sensitivity here, which I feel quite tender about. It's quite a vulnerable space that you can inhabit, which is very beautiful. It's almost like you're learning how to be human. Let me show you that card. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just see if I can get it there. So you're learning to be human. Hope you can see that card. Learning to be human. Learning to be human in the world, but not of it. So there's a real sense of that for you, Lynn. which is quite evocative and magical and beautiful. And it's almost like your experience of life is, sometimes it's like an artwork, like a tapestry, and you may not appreciate that your life is like a living art, and there's this connection, this portal that's opening for you to experience a life in this way. You have this card is saying that you have the star ancestors. So there's lost wisdom, hidden wisdom there. I do feel there's some karmic relationships that have come to you. Karmic relationships are these relationships that are chosen, and they bring forward lessons and growth. They can be quite conflicting because there's something unresolved. So there's something for you to resolve in those relationships. I'm just going to show you that card as well. Let's just see if I can. Oh, it's hard to show that. Let me see there. Okay. So I'm just trying to show that. It's coming out a little bit. I think that's about the best I can do with the karmic relationships. So definitely you're learning, your soul is growing, you're here for a reason, and there's playing with some polarities, which is causing conflict and highlights separation. So there is this conflict that comes up within you, and the conflict is leading to more unity and more growth, and it's opening things up for you. So open your heart, open your mind, and you'll be able to see things from a new perspective, and keep shifting from your wounds to your growth, from seeing your wounds as opportunities for growth. Because within you is this innocent child that's it's really looking to be seen and cherished. So there's this need to be valued, to be honored, to be and that sometimes you're not getting in your environment. Some people see you just as Lynn, and they're not seeing this beautiful innocent child, and they're not cherishing you, because there's a real sense of when you are cherished, you're like a flower that flowers that just expand and grow when they're nurtured, when they're watered, when they have sunshine. So there is some places in your environment that's not serving you, that's not you. It's kind of like you're a fish out of water. You're a fish out of water in certain places, and yeah, when you just drop into this inner child, this innocent child, it's you'll be able to see things from a different perspective, and allow yourself to grow from that conflict, and that will lead you forward into growth. Just seeing if there's any final message for you, Lynn. Definitely, if you could have flowers around you, plants, and that would help you realize who you are and come more into balance. There's a very spiritual energy coming through for you, Lynn, as well, and also honor that spiritual connection, intuition, and inspiration. So that spiritual energy is also being called into your life, and to see what invitations come up and where you're being drawn, where you're being pulled. because that intuitive flow of inspiration it's wonderful within you, and it deserves to be cherished and honored and valued, because I just feel like you are this flower that needs to be nurtured, that needs to be in a safe space, a beautiful flower. So thank you so much, Lynn, and I'll be back in 2 weeks, I think. And thank you, everyone, for coming through. And if they do want a session, heal.me. Go to heal.me /David Starlyte, or you can search under my name. Heal.me is the platform. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. So 2 weeks, I'll see you at the same time, and be in touch if you would like. And you can also donate on that PayPal link, paypal.me Starlight Meditation. So I really appreciate that if you're called. And thank you so much, everyone. Lots of love, and see you all again soon. Have a beautiful